place to lay my head, to wake up every morning, to be in my right mind, to have fresh air to breathe, to feel the...
So, I took up your advice, Lindsay.
Points, great. She took my advice. Oh,
And I tried to read books.
The same with clothes. No, they don't go together.
I really did. But
Good. Took my advice.
they just couldn't focus on them. I have so many books downstairs. I couldn't comprehend what I was reading. I just wasn't interested. And even when I was interested, God, the stories were so sad and they just brought me down more. Or they made me think about things I don't have and things that I want. Things that I lack in my life. I found no escape in reading a book. And I'm a very good reader.
Couldn't focus on books. Yeah, you want to read thrillers, spy, detective stories. Did you try Jeffrey Archer? Why he hasn't been given a Booker Prize yet, I do not know. I've just started writing my third novel based on A Quiver Full of Arrows, one of my favorite books of all time. I love all that kind of stuff. Spies and thrillers and detective stories.
I took up your other advice as well. I tried dating a girl. It just wasn't meant for me. I need to be held in that connection. I guess a girl doesn't fulfill that for me. Plus, for some reason, it just made me feel more lousy about myself. So, I decided to go on a couple dates. Okay, well, I started off with one. There's John. John was very good looking. Very good looking. But he just talked about his own problems like all the time. And it was like, I couldn't.
When people are talking about their problems all the time, I know exactly what you mean, Dakota.
Shut up, because I have my own problems. I can't help you fix yours if I don't know how to fix mine, right? So I just stopped going on dates with him. It just wasn't worth it. Oh, Antone, he was beautiful. Just beautiful. He took me out to eat all the time at the best restaurants. Walks in the park, all that wonderful stuff. He was so good for like 2 weeks. So good.
I might have a date later on this evening. Here in my Tokyo apartment, there is a gentleman on the 8th floor. He is from France. His name is Bernard. I may be going out for a little drink with him later on. Anyway, let's get back to Dakota.
Troy. Well, average. Nothing special about him at all, just somebody to take up my time. He didn't know how to show any affection at all. Pretty bland. I don't need that. I need somebody to hug me, hold me, and comfort me. He was so stale. And then I tried Steve, a bad boy. Never had a bad boy in my life.
But now this is your problem. You just don't care about yourself.
And I'd see what it was like. No job, no car. My driver had to drive us around. You know what? And I'm still sitting here. After all that, I had to have been on at least 5 dates. Did I forget Mark? Oh, there was Mark. I don't even want to get into Mark.
And you're clearly taking my advice completely the wrong way. I did not tell you to go and become a slut. I said go and date. I didn't say go and sleep with every man that you see. That's only going to get you in trouble. Now, your people, I think you're used to getting drunk and sleeping with everybody and having 15 children by the time you're 30, but I'm 33 and I'm not going to have a child for a considerable amount of time yet. I'm thinking 36, 37 is probably a good age to get married and have a child, but I am nowhere near that point now. And Dakota, the way you're going, you're not even going to be alive by then because you're going to have a sexually transmitted disease, and syphilis gets to your brain and can kill you. My best friend, Christina, very sexually active from the age of 14. By the time she was 16, she had 4 sexually transmitted diseases. She still has them. She can't get rid of them in 4 different areas in her body. No cure.
I've read, I've tried dating, and I'm still here. I'm still here. You know why they didn't last, Lindsay? Because I have no interest in anybody. I have no interest in anything. I don't want to do anything at all. Ugh. You know what, Steve? Steve left me because I wouldn't sex with him the first night. What a loser that was. Such a fucking loser. Mark said that having sex with me was like having sex with a blow-up doll. Do you know how that makes me feel? That doesn't feel good at all. Then John left me because I don't have a sex drive. I don't want to have sex with anybody. I don't feel like doing anything like that. And all these men, that's all they wanted is to have sex. And you said, have a date. And now it just made me worse. Lindsay, I have money. I have everything that I fucking want except love and respect. And nobody wants me, Lindsay. Nobody wants me. What good is all this stupid shit? What good is all this money if I don't have any of this? All these stupid clothes and shoes? Worth none of it. The apple somebody for you. And you lied to me. None of it worked, Lindsay. None of it worked. None of it
Have we talked about the pills? Well, my sister, she took a lot of pills. It was not a good idea. It's really for stupid people. I'm thinking you should raise your dose. Whatever I said, it clearly isn't working. People, when I give you advice, I don't mean literally take the advice. I mean, you have to use your own wherewithal, but can I just say something? I'm getting a little bit pissed off with people who are so obviously clueless about life that they don't have a chance. I want to start getting some videos from people who get it. Some videos from people who've made a decision or two in their life and who aren't just drug addicts or sluts or alcoholics. I mean, somebody who's here. All I've received so far is 2 videos from people who, well, a lot more than that, I might add. You know, I'm very popular right now, but I just don't, Lee, I don't want to see any more videos from people like Dakota, okay? It's my assistant, Lee. She's negative. She's cluttering up my screen with her negative vibes. I want to see some videos from people who are more on my level. I mean, you can't be up here, but at least here.
I hate you and I hate the world. I hate everything, including myself. I don't want to be here anymore.
Ugh. I swear to God, Lee, you cannot send me shit like this again. I mean, I'm a positive person and she's really pissing me off. The thing is, Dakota, you're just like my old boss. I stayed with her for 6 months in Los Angeles when I first arrived. I slept on her couch, and I worked for her for free. I became a PR specialist in that time. I had to use her contact list every day, and she let me. I was a very good PR specialist. So when she went to New York for 2 weeks, locking her office and all of her contact list in her office, I was forced to break in. I mean, I am not going to work for nothing for 6 months and then have you go off and lock all your contacts while you're away for 2 weeks, leaving me with nothing to do. So what option did I have? And I don't appreciate when you checked your security cameras afterwards and said, oh, it's Cleo. Oh, well, I knew she was going to do something like that because I didn't trust her from the beginning. Well, I had to look at your contact list in the beginning because you weren't going to give it to me. So what could I do? I had to look at it. So thank you. Had you not just trusted me from the beginning, then you wouldn't have not had the trust all the way through that 6 months, so that when you left for New York for 2 weeks, you wouldn't have that second doubt in your mind and then be forced to look at your security cameras. And anyway, I'm glad I moved out because your cats stink. I did not come to LA to work for free for somebody who then wouldn't give me the gratitude of allowing me to look at her contact list when she was away in New York for 2 weeks. So that's who you look like, Dakota. I don't trust you at all. Anyway, since then, my business has gone through the roof and hers has tanked. I got 14 clients last month. She got 2. Where did I get my contacts? From her contact list, which I might add, I added to in the 6 months that I was working for her for free. So Dakota, when you do get a job, remember, you can't trust anyone.
To have a place to lay my head, to wake up every morning, to be in my right mind, to have fresh air to breathe, to feel the sun against my skin.